Our goal of this video is to show how the Berenstain Bears children book series depicts stereotypes such as gender roles and racism in everyday life. By analyzing 3 Berenstain Bears books with reference to sociological principles and concepts, as well as our own sociological insight, we show that our target is true.
Analyzing the book No Girls Allowed, we can depict specific stereotypes between the different gender roles of girls versus boys. Right away, looking at the first couple of pages, we can see the different roles Papa Bear and Mama Bear have. Papa Bear is cutting wood, while Mama Bear is cleaning and gardening. These pictures subconsciously indicate what behaviors and positions each gender are expected to play out. In this case, women clean, while men work physical labor. When Mama Bear exclaims, "But it does worry me just a little that sister is the only girl in the group," it further proves the existence of gender roles in the world of Berenstain Bears. Mama Bear's concern implies that by playing guy-orientated games with boys, Sister Bear is deviating from what would be expected from a normal girl. Bear Country seems to heavily support the concept of heteronormativity, the belief that sex is binary, and Sister Bear seems to challenge that norm by playing with guys and beating them at their own game. Example, running, climbing, and baseball. This can be confirmed as Papa Bear agrees that when he was a little cub, he would not have liked being outran, outclimbed, and out-hit by a little girl. This also shines a light on the stereotype that girls are not as good as boys in sports. This book also encourages the idea of gender segregation when the No Girls Allowed Club is introduced. This act from the boy bears illustrates gender discrimination by not permitting the entrance of an individual solely based off their gender, furthering the gender barriers that already exist within Bear Country.
The second book we chose was called The In Crowd. To summarize, a new girl named Quinny McBear comes to Bear Country and disrupts the regular ways of the playground. She diverts all of Sister Bear's friends and creates new segregated groups in order to make Sister Bear and her lone friend feel bad. We picked this book because it depicts gender roles and encourages condoning to peer pressure. Like many of the other books, it portrays females as the fragile, more immature, and materialistic ones through their clothing and overly emotional personalities, compared to the men who are looked at as more confident and stable. To further support the book's portrayal of gender roles, all the girls on the playground follow Quinny, who in Berenstain Bear language acts as the male figure because she comes off as more strong and masculine due to her blunt and free-speaking mind. As well, when mean girl Quinny makes fun of Sister Bear's pink ruffled outfit that she wears throughout the series, which in itself heightens her representation of sexism in this book, Mama Bear buys her new clothes and suggests she changes to look cooler and fit in with the new in crowd. By Mama Bear buying Sister Bear new clothes, this shows that women are encouraged to change themselves in order to impress others, whereas the more confident masculine figures, such as Quinny, doesn't change herself for anyone, even at the end of the book when she's been defeated in the Big Double Dutch tournament on the playground.
The final Berenstain Bear book we chose was The New Neighbors. In this book, Panda Bears move into the house next to the Berenstain Bears, and Papa Bear is seen being unsure what to think of the new neighbors. We picked this book because it demonstrates racism and gender roles, which are depicted within the book, and with the use of symbolic content, these stereotypes can be justified. Within the first few pages, it shows all the members of the panda family. However, it does not show any defining characteristics that would be uniquely associated with a specific bear. For example, the 2 panda sisters are seen wearing exactly the same clothes, which are very similar to the other family members' clothing. This can be symbolic of Jen and Stan's stereotypical view of Asian culture that all Asians look alike. Later on, Papa Bear is shown not wanting to give the new neighbors their special honey because they're different, and later shows his anger through his facial expressions toward the pandas due to his belief that the pandas are making a spite fence. This content is symbolic of males having ethnocentric views. Lastly, gender role stereotypes are shown by illustrating Papa Bear working in his wood shop while Mama Bear is working in her garden. These symbols can be representative of how men are seen as more physical and masculine types, whereas women are seen as the more delicate and gentle type.
In conclusion, the 3 books we chose, as well as many other Berenstain Bears books, exude many stereotypes, especially traditional gender roles and racism throughout the series. There are plenty of facts and ideas that we have learned throughout the course material that support these ideas.